What's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
We record the phone number and name of every person that calls our office. That's what a legislative office is supposed to do. And so we're going to ask J.D. Vance, show us the proof.
That's right.
Because there is no proof. You're a liar. You're lying about such good people. That's un-Christian.
Can you affirmatively say now that that is a rumor that has no basis with evidence?
There was a congressional hearing just last week of angel moms who lost children because Kamala Harris let criminal migrants into this country who then murdered their children. The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dan.
Welcome back to Ran-DomU University. As you can see that I am in the slouchy green hoodie today, which can only mean one thing. I feel like balls today, and that is not good balls. I'm talking about very unhealthy, dried up balls, very old, saggy, and ED, inspired balls. That's what I feel like today. Something that's not really going to get you very far in life. Something that's going to leave you very sad and depressed at the end of every night when you're alone. I don't feel very great, but I have to get out this material today. So if you have any empathy for me today, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We got to get those numbers up. I got too many people clowning me down in the comments talking about, oh, look at this channel. It's only got 2,000 subs on here and you want to talk trash about these big mega million topper, platforms. Yes, I do. I'm still going to talk crap about those platforms, but they're right. They're right. I don't have very many subscribers. Only you can change that. Just like only you can prevent forest fires, only you can help Ran-DomU University become really relevant. So hit that button below and we can get somewhere. So obviously today we're going to be talking about, well, once again, Fresh and Fit. These guys just don't give me a break. I was really hoping that I get a few days off from talking about these dudes, but there's always something that they're putting out there in the news. I just really wish they would stop. Give me a week, give me a few more days, something to where I can heal, get my voice back, but y'all won't stop. Myron's over there now just running off his entire staff, apparently pissing off Big Moe. Well, actually Fat Moe, because Moe hasn't lost any weight. And in case you don't know who he is, you don't see his face ever on the platform. Every now and then they'll just pan the camera over to him. He's the big dude who's bald. And he's the one you'll see at the yacht parties that the women actually like talking to. The only person that the women like talking to on that platform is Fat Moe. They don't seem to like talking to too many other people on that platform because you know why? It seems like he's actually engaging. Seems like he's got a kind heart. Somewhere in him is a good person. But unfortunately, he's been stuck to this grift for far too long. That's the only reason I call him Fat Moe, because I don't feel sorry for him because, well, he's been listening to Myron and Fresh spew all this racist stuff for a long time. They were there when Myron put on the KKK hood on the platform. He was a producer at that time. When they had the chicks on there and they were staring at him funny, yeah, guess what? Big Fat Moe was there. And he didn't say nothing then. So now that they're talking about Haitians eating the cats, eating the cat, eating the cat, when they're talking about, oh God, I got to show you the edit.
I'll stop. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
They're eating the dog. They're eating the dog. That I'm sorry. That just is funny to me. Maybe it shouldn't be, but either way, I have to find some humor in things in life, because if not, boy, I'm telling you what, we are going to be some miserable people. There could be some miserable days coming up, especially here in America, depending on who's elected. Even if either one of them is elected, it could be terrible. I'm just saying, it might not be great either way. So let's laugh now while we can. Live, laugh, love. Also, don't forget, God, family, clout. Okay, so first off, I hope that you're not offended by that. If any of y'all are actually Haitian, or you are from overseas, or you're an immigrant, I hope you didn't take it personally looking at that edit. All I know is the internet ain't shit. The internet is always constantly putting out something out there. Anytime somebody sends something that's like clip worthy, it gets edited up and put into a new song. That's just hit the beatbox, and next thing you know, it's on. And then it's trending. And that's been trending for the last couple days apparently. And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of slaps. It slaps pretty hard. And yeah, I'm terrible too. But hopefully I'm not as bad as Myron and Fresh, because they're the people who's out there trying to run off their staff, effing up the help. Don't do that, because next thing you know, you're going to be tied into doing everything that's on a platform, and that is not fun. It's not fun at all. But I'm starting to ramble just a little bit too much. We need him to get into, today's video. So let's get to it.
Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
On what's going on, because obviously speaking, these are people, so you should know better than us. Is it real? Is it really happening? Is it part of culture? Let's start out.
No, it's part of the culture?
There is nothing part of the culture when it comes to that. There is nothing. This has actually kind of been one of the a known stigma about Haitians, and every Haitian is just as confused as the other and saying the same thing.
Oh, so this is equivalent to black people saying, oh, I don't eat chicken and watermelon, and I also don't listen to hip hop and kill people, because not all of us do those things. Not all black people even like watermelon, even though I think that's absolutely outrageous. Not all of us do, and not all of us listen to hip hop. I barely listen to rap music anymore, just to be honest. I really don't, because most of it sucks balls. So I just don't listen to it. So to act like that's the stereotype, like that we're all ratchet, we all live in the hood, we all, sit around on the corner by the liquor store ready to wild out, that's not the reality for all of us.
Where is this coming from? And then all of a sudden, there's just a bunch of videos where
they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats.
Apparently, only black people live in Haiti. Like, that's the only place where there's any black people anywhere. All of a sudden.
Okay, Fat Mo, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. Now, I'm not going to I might call him Fat Mo quite a bit. I don't want this to turn into like, oh my God, he's fat shaming Fat Mo. I mean, no, this is just, I'm throwing jokes because I have no respect for this man. Other than that, I mean, I don't care about people being big. Dude, I mean, I got plenty of big people in my family. I know I have plenty of fat friends. Oh my God, I sound like that person who's saying, I have a gay friend or I have a black friend. Like, no, it's not that. Just saying, just don't get this twisted, please. But what I am saying is nobody's running around here getting Sukiana, Sexy Red, P. Diddy, the absolute worst of the black community, getting them confused with Haitians. Nobody's doing that. Not even your average everyday run-of-the-mill racist is going around here saying, the naggers are out there eating cats and dogs, right? Oh, really? Yeah, they're eating cats and dogs. They're eating my pets. Ain't nobody saying that shit.
And people showing like either AI edits or people with, and I'm like, okay, let me hear Haitian Creole. I don't even hear any French languages being spoken in this video. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, look.
Mo's starting to sound like the guy who's really upset here, but can't quite put his thoughts together. Also can't help but laugh and smile because he's on a platform. He finally somehow has come to the conclusion today that if he was to buck up and go against the trend, against his masses, he would probably be let off the plantation only to be hung as soon as he left the yard, ready to be burned at the stake like an old school woman who everybody accused of witchcraft. He has a lot of thoughts that's going through his mind, but he can't quite put them all together. That's why it sounds like look.
So are you saying, Mo, that these people are lying in the video?
Yes.
Every single last person is lying?
And then I don't even take my word for it. It's already been debunked.
Until Donald Trump and I start talking about cat memes. If I have to,
But it wasn't just a meme,
create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dan.
So yes.
So was Trump lying? You think Trump was lying?
Now, the most disappointing part here is that it seems like Mo never picks up on the fact that Fresh is being a smartass here.
I think someone in his camp was lying. Maybe someone who's behind him. Maybe someone who works under him. They have misinformed Trump.
Bruh.
Look, I understand that Trump is old and his ball sack is literally low-hanging fruit at this point, but these guys and this Tarzaning off of this nutsack like it's truly a rope in the jungle is just amazing to me. I don't understand how they can keep peddling around the truth like this. This man does not care about y'all. Why y'all got to keep making these excuses? Now, maybe Mo is doing this because he's talking to Myron, who worships Trump, and I got a joke about that later. But I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe that's why he's doing this. Maybe I'll just cut it there.
Could it be some people are hungry, starving, and hold on, I'm just devil's advocate here, and some of the people are really in time of need, and they say, you know what? I'm hungry. I don't want EBT, or I can't get EBT. There's a dog over there, cat over there. Maybe some voodoo. Who knows? I'm gonna eat this nigga. Can that be possible?
Now, the only reason Fresh even mentions the word voodoo here is because he's been sitting around listening to his pal Sneeko for far too long, an individual who flips his opinions even more often than the Kardashians get plastic surgery.
The reason that the earthquake might have happened in Haiti, not the Dominican Republic, is because they practice something called voodoo. They call themselves Christians in Haiti, but at the same time, they practice a voodoo, like an African voodoo version of Christianity.
Once again, I'm not sure why anybody listens to Sneeko. The kid is 26 years old. He's inexperienced. He's a grifter. He's a liar. And he's about as confused about himself as a person who's going through transition. And at least a person who's going through transition, I believe what they're talking about. I don't believe Sneeko.
No. We don't go that far. You don't go that far. What about niggas that are starving? That do voodoo? You can say that about any. You can say that about any country. Hell, there's homeless people that do voodoo in Barbados. Actually, the majority of Haiti is majority Abrahamic religion.
Christian, Catholicism. I think Catholic the most. Yeah, Catholicism the most is actually the majority of Haitian population. Okay.
Fresh said okay as if I don't know why you're trying to explain this to me, because I do not care. Because he doesn't care. They don't care about you. They are clowning you, Mo. I don't know how you don't understand that at this point. I don't know why you're trying to educate these people on anything that's informative. They don't give a shit, especially about you. They believe you're eating cats and dogs along with the rest of your people. Now, honestly, I don't know if Fresh really believes that, but Fresh just can't stop joking here. He doesn't know when the joke isn't funny. He can't read the room, just like Myron usually can't read the room. Fresh never knows how to read the room because Fresh can't even read. But I have to put more onus on you, Big Moe, because you're at a point now where I'm just confused of why are you believing this? Why are you stuck in this state of like, oh my God, I'm shocked that you actually believe this, you guys. I can't believe after hearing all the racist rhetoric that y'all talked about on this platform, I'm confused. I am shocked. I am hurt at the fact that y'all would say something about my people. What is shocking you about this? I think he's actually shocked somewhere deep down, but he shouldn't be.
What do you think, Myron?
They're in cats and dogs.
You know that moment when everybody's trying to be serious for half a second, but somebody has to drop that joke and they're the only person who thinks it's funny at the time? That's what Myron just did here. He dropped the joke in a very inappropriate time where I'm not seeing the humor, homie.
So I will also say this.
Talking ill-intended misinformation and ill-intended propaganda towards a country that has been stolen off of. I always say it's a go figure, and it's for everyone in the chat, everyone watching. How consistent are you when it comes to false allegations and misinformation towards countries that has been stolen off of? That's my question. We're on Twitch, so I gotta keep it up.
But stop it. Get some help.
Okay, maybe I should have saved that last take for this moment right here, because this is when it really hits the fan. When he was really trying to get serious for a moment, really try to break it down for the people in the chat, which honestly, I don't think he was really talking about just the people in the chat, which I'm pretty sure he's been watching the chat for years and he knows how racist and terrible and crazy and how sad and pathetic those people are. The people who are living in the Fresh and Fit chat rooms, some of the most ridiculously sad, dangerous individuals you can find here in America. They're the kind of people that you should watch and see on a watch list. They're the type of people that you might find with all sorts of AK-47s, AR-15s, and weapons ready to go light up a school. Those are the type of people that are in those chat rooms. But Mo, for whatever reason, is trying to reason with them, but I really think he's talking about Myron and Fresh. I really think he's still talking about them. That's who he's talking to here, but he's too scared to address it with his plantation owners. He can't talk to Massa like that because, once again, he doesn't want to step off the plantation and end up getting burned at the stake. I think at this point in time, Big Moe is worried about those tiki torches coming out and they're looking for him. He's not one of us. Or it could just be a situation where they're not like us.
Some Mo, man. I wish I had that sad nigga music. That Chris, are you playing?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. What's the other one with the flute?
Oh,
That shit is funny.
the Naruto.
Yeah, the one with the flute.
Oh, the Naruto.
Yeah, what's the flute one, man?
Naruto.
Chris, when you need him, bro. There we go.
There you go.
All right, let's keep playing that video.
You know, in those group circles where the bully of the group is just stepping out and he's just clowning somebody to their face in front of the whole group just so they can get some laughs. Everybody's getting in on the joke except for the person who's getting clowned. They're smiling, you know, they're laughing and going along with the joke as if it's not really a big deal. It doesn't bother them at all. They're a good team player, but really they're seething inside. They're pissed. They're angry. There's hatred, there's vitriol that's developing. Something in the back of their mind that's causing them to think some of the worst thoughts they've ever thought. Making them think at the least I'm going to slash their tires. I might even consider blowing up their car, P. Diddy style. I mean, that's what I'm starting to think now. When I start to see the clowning, the people who are jumping in on the joke, all y'all can get these hands at this point in time. But, you know, not Chris, but Big Moe is actually holding back. But I know that's the pain that he's feeling in this moment.
Does everyone get along here in Springfield?
Yes.
Good?
Good. Motherfuckers are worthless. Bunch of worthless.
When did the Haitian neighbors come and move here?
I'm going to say probably 5 months ago.
Okay. I spoke to a few of them in French.
They're up there. Don't wait with me, you sorry saying. I'll tell them like it is. Man, I don't like them. I don't like them, and I want them to know I don't like them.
Yeah, those are the type of people that they're defending in Springfield. Yeah, those politicians who are out here, we need to defend Springfield. That man, the man with the loose t-shirt, the open racism, the bigotry, the man who's probably got Negro skin coats hanging in his closet, the man who's probably got a Mexican head hanging and plastered up on the wall like a deer head. Got it stuffed and bedazzled to the nines over here, just lathered up on his wall, just christened up like a nice trophy.
To be fair, if you're Haitian, would you ever admit this? No, you wouldn't. Nah. Also, to be fair as well, where's the video of them actually doing this that they're talking about?
Well, there is one video going viral of a dude eating a cat, like attacking. Is
that in America though?
No, it's in Haiti, I think.
Okay, so what is the relevancy of that story? It's not here, and it apparently definitely isn't in Springfield. Now, I'm not going to deny that there's some effed up stuff going on with some of the migrants and they're bringing over some crime in some of these cities and some places. Because if you read and see what's going on in Aurora, Colorado, which, damn, I mean, that place just can't escape, you know, horrible activities that take place there. Venezuelan gangs are literally taking over the town, even though there was a school shooting there just a couple years ago. And I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff that happens in Aurora. But I'm just saying that is real and valid in some places. But it's not this epidemic that they're trying to make it out to be. I mean, we're talking about isolated incidents. And we shouldn't be making a big deal in this country about isolated incidents, things that can be snuffed out by the local police. Those things should be handled locally.
Was there any Haitian Creole in that in talking? I know the video. You know what I'm talking about? The answer is no. There's not.
Still Moe is like he's on a mission.
Well, hold on.
Him and Sneeko are defending their country, so I get it. But
Myron's sitting back wondering who the F this guy is. Who the F is this version of Big Moe decided he was going to stand up for himself today? This guy's been a pussy for the last 3.5 years on this platform and ain't ever said a word when I was out here talking about every race, religion, and anything that you can find under the sun. But yet today, since I'm talking about Haitian people eating cats and dogs, which that used to be a stereotype reserved for Asian people, now he's upset. I'm surprised that he's actually pissed off. He's going to actually buck up to me? Buck up to massa?
Going viral right now.
Myron, do you believe it's wrong for defending a country you believe in?
Good dog.
All right.
That's funny as fuck. Don DeMar.
What if we're eating the dog?
All right, go ahead, play it.
Here we go. You know what? I'll stop. I'll stop.
I just talk about emotional.
Myron never answered the question, by the way. He just tap danced his way around that like a kid pretending to avoid some imaginary lava. Henceforth, why he ranks tier 1 on my tiers of delusion chart right up there next to Antonio Brown. Yeah, he's standing up there right next to AB when it comes to how lost, confused, and how stupid he is about who he actually is as a person. He's a person who keeps banging on the door to get into whites only clubs, not knowing that he's not actually Clayton Bigsby. He really believes he's Clayton. He's out there in front of the door screaming, white power, while they're sitting around thinking, hey, homie, we don't want you here, you filthy nagger. Another reason why he ranks tier 1 on that tiers of delusion is because he also said Big Moe was being emotional, which is the first defense that Myron always comes to when he's talking about people. Oh, you're being emotional. And that is funny coming from the person from the famous clip here.
Right there, when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfucker right there, when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again.
I understand. Because if I was ever consistent with that logic, I'd probably be fired.
What?
Yeah.
What, Mo?
What do you mean?
He's saying, what if I decided that I didn't want to eat the asshole of a pig today? What if I actually wanted some beef, massa? What if I said, you know what, could you give me a cut of that steak? Or what if I didn't want to polish your boots and balls to where they're as shiny and smooth as marbles today? Huh? What would happen? I would probably be terminated on sight. That's what would happen. If I said that I actually do have a problem with the way you talk about blacks and not just Haitians, you would have kicked me to the curb a long time ago. I wouldn't have this job. You would have had me deported, shipped off back to Haiti.
Man. Still bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
This nigga hurt, man. The back just fucking.
Well, to be fair, if it was Barbados, I'll be defending it too. But if it's true, then hey, I can't argue the truth.
Because it's not true. And you can't really convince people like Myron and Fresh of anything otherwise, because they're really no different than the idiots who continue to peddle these lies about leftist politicians who are eating and drinking babies every evening, commencing these ritualistic seances that involve, sacrificing somebody's baby who's been abducted from the Mexican border, cracking necks and putting straws in the back of their heads and drinking them up like Christopher Reeves from South Park. That's what they're trying to get you to believe. Oh, the real fountain of youth. And it's like, oh, if that was really the case, then why is Joe Biden aging like a banana in real time, suffering dementia right in front of us like an old man who forgot his way down the steps?
Hey, man. If it's true, it's true.
I just believe anyone should be allowed to defend whatever country they believe in.
I have one question.
Except one country.
I only have one question, though. Y'all don't think it's weird that this is coming out during a presidential election? Y'all don't think that just a little weird?
No, I will say this is particularly one of the agendas probably to push a certain narrative. So, elections, things are cool.
No cards and not used during a debate.
You notice how quiet Myron has been throughout this whole interaction here? Mincing his words, not really saying much. The guy who is the most opinionated individual out here on the internet these days, somebody who can't keep his mouth shut, keep his mind out of everybody else's business out there on Twitter. Somebody who, if you are hot, if you're a beautiful woman and you're on OnlyFans, you're out there twerking it up, thirsting it up, busting it wide open on the internet, making money, or if you're just a streamer or making millions of dollars on another platform, he can't help himself but find his way over to your platform and hate, cause you a bunch of stress, a bunch of depression, a whole bunch of anxiety for things that have nothing to do with him. Somebody who just can't keep his mouth shut. That's who Myron is. But yet, for whatever reason, he's not talking right now. You know why? Because he believes the lies. He believes that the Illuminati is taking place. Babies are being sacrificed. Blood is being drank from the brains of the youth. He's that guy who has gone full-blown conspiracy theory and believes that is reality.
That's all I'm gonna say. You can use your brains.
And especially a lot of Haitians were leaning towards Trump.
Which is crazy, considering y'all are the individuals who's always talking about how the left is the ones who's catering over towards the illegal immigrants, always giving them all the benefits, all the EBTs, all the extra money, the extra funding, all the stuff that should be dedicated to Americans, they're giving to the illegal immigrants, right? To the Haitians, to the Venezuelans, to the illegal Mexicans, to anybody else that's coming over across the border that shouldn't be here. For whatever reason, y'all seem to be pissed about that, but they need to be voting red. The side that's saying they're eating cats and dogs. Confusing to me. I'm just saying that's just confusing. Because if I'm getting all my benefits from one side, I think I'm going to vote for them, not the other one who doesn't believe I should be here.
I don't let that faze me, but I can only speak for myself. I can't make promises for someone else.
He never said Haitians. He just said there.
Dude, he was talking about the Haitians. And they were talking about the Haitians because they got their same information, the same place everybody else got their information, from that same video from that racist white dude who was hating on the Haitians. Did you see that or hear that he mentioned any other demographic of migrants? No, because you know why? There weren't really any other ones in the area. He was talking about them specifically. But, okay, never mind. I have to remember. We're talking about Myron here. He's a guy who believes everybody has the intelligence of a telephone pole. So that's why he's talking to people like this.
Okay. Because I think he understood. He probably saw that that article when they found out that person wasn't Haitian. The person in question wasn't Haitian.
Yeah, he said there. He never said Haitians.
When you were so desperate to cape up for someone so bad that you were completely oblivious to the fact that you got to pull their pubes up out of your teeth, this is the result that you get.
Sorry, bro. Keep it real. They got point anyway, nigga. All you can do is eat cats and dogs, bro. Like, what the fuck? You don't care. Hey, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Close the border.
This laughter, this yucking it up at Fat Moe is literally how a villain origin story begins. Fat Moe's just sitting out there in the rain like Gerard Butler from Law Abiding Citizen, plotting his revenge against Fresh and Fit's platform, waiting to burn the whole thing down. Somehow, he's going to find a way to sabotage them off another platform, even worse than they've already done for themselves, even though they have no more homes, no more places to go. They have no home.
Build the wall.
This nigga, bro, so tight, bro. Never seen this nigga so mad, bro.
Build the wall.
Look at him. He's like, what the? This nigga's so mad.
Now, see, this is the point. If Fat Mo really had any spine, had any real gall about himself, this is the point where he would just simply say, hey, homie, we're not friends. We ain't cool like that. If y'all think eating cats and dogs is scary, just wait until I got you guys chopped up and I'm serving you up for lunch and dinner like Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, serving you up for dinner like this is Terminus from The Walking Dead. Now, I'm not advocating for these things, but I am pretty good with these sinister threats. I have watched a lot of horror movies.
Yo, Mom, bust your balls, bro. Pause.
Yo,
this kid's busting your cats. Pause. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Holy shit, man. No. Fresh, you on with today, man. No.
Myron looks like a proud father in this moment, listening to Fresh rip off these racist tropes and jokes. Boy, he's like, man, he sounds just like me, just like his old man, watching his son just finally hit a dinger right out of the ballpark and trot around them bases slowly. Proud moment, slow tear coming down his eye as he's just sitting there. Boy, this is the greatest moment of my life, watching him become me in this moment. Though I will say, if these guys were actually friends instead of co-workers, this would be funny. Because yes, if you're actually friends with people, you can say some over the top and over the line things to one another and it's not going to trigger you. But obviously Mo is pretty pissed off about the things they're talking about here. And that is where you lose the disconnect here. This is where you can't read the room, which is not, you know, uncommon amongst these two guys because they never can read the room. And they're obviously going to possibly lose some members of their staff if this continues. But I really doubt that's going to happen because Mo has no spine.
A lot of times it's not about what's true, what's not. It's about what's going to get clicks. You got a sound bite from the debate. You know what I mean? He took her phrase, I'm speaking, right?
Yeah.
So that's what it was about.
I don't agree overall with what he's talking about here, but I do agree with the part where he's talking about it's all about clicks. God, family, clout. You got to get that clout. That's what the clicks are for. Without clicks, you don't get clout. Most people got that stuff backwards. It's supposed to be GFC, but most people got CFG. Or mostly it's just a C. It's all about clout. I really hope nobody wants to cancel this university before we can really get started like Dr. Umar's school. At least at my university, there's not going to be mold coming up out of the bricks and out of the water fountains. You know, at my establishment, I will make sure that we have healthy and purified water for everybody to enjoy. And that is especially if you decide you're going to enroll in either cringe studies, pause 101, or psychology of the fake alpha male. Don't worry, I'm going to add more classes to the curriculum at some point in time, but don't worry, we got a lot more stuff coming up here on the platform. I'm telling you, this stuff drives me nuts because I'm still desperately trying to finish my Hawk Tuah video. And I know a lot of people are tired of Hawk Tuah girl, but I think this video will provide something else that'll, help get some closure to this situation because it has reached an all-time peak of things. And y'all might be interested in some of my takes on it because I'm actually randomly tied to some of these people in this situation. So weirdly enough, hopefully you enjoy that video as well. My 600-pound life series is coming out. I also have an idea on ripping another, fake guru out there because there's a lot more people out there than Fresh and shit. There's a way more people out there than these guys. That you have. I have found the fake Kevin Samuels, a guy who I thought it was just a parody. I thought it was a joke. I thought this guy wasn't serious, but he's apparently trying to continue on with the grift. And if this guy's got 16,000 subscribers, come on, y'all. Let's go. Like this fake Kevin Samuels, this dude is still keeping up the charade out here putting up struggle streams and struggle videos all the time. I'm really not sure how he's added up to 16,000 views or subscribers because I've watched, you go down the pages. We've gone through this with other, YouTubers and it doesn't add up. But either way, his platform is way bigger than mine and I got to get there. Look, there's an internal hate. There's an internal competition. There's jealousy that's, like going through my veins right now. I can feel it. It's making me boil just to think about the fact that this guy has more clout than I do. And I absolutely refuse to believe that he's all about God, family, clout. There's no way. I came up with the slogan, not him. And for whatever reason, he's got more pain. But that's just, that's just me talking about some upcoming videos that I have working up. Also, I'll still be putting out the videos of me, in the car, just chit-chatting, rambling about random things. Also, I got one just me going off about Shannon Sharpe. And I do have a relatable story to what happened to Shannon Sharpe. I know a lot of people want to come up with conspiracy theories and think, oh, Shannon's gay and all that. Who cares? I can care less. Whatever. Either way, just stop. I don't know why people think that he is. I just don't know why people are so fixated on it. If He is smashing men on the side. Let that man smash his men and make his millions of dollars. I just think, honestly, most people are just mad at Shannon because he's making a lot of money and he's blown up. He's winning. A lot of people get hated on the most when they're winning. And I think that's what's going on with Shannon right now. And I mean, obviously, I think his ego is starting to, spike a little bit and it's starting to take a leap. But overall, I think Shannon overall is good people. I could be proven completely wrong. It could be a facade, just like many of things, just like Fresh and shit. But yeah. In conclusion, I really hope that you enjoyed this fresh and shitty video that I put out here today. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have enjoyed any of today's content or any of my past content, feel free to watch my past videos. Also, to any subscribers or commenters out there that have extreme OCD or autism or anything like that, I try desperately to get these clocks to add up and, match. Just that way it doesn't drive some of y'all crazy, because I understand, there's some things that might, get to you. So I try my best to accommodate, and that doesn't mean I'm just going to go around and start doing whatever people ask for in the comments, because people can start getting crazy and outlandish with it, and I'm not going to do some thirsty, crazy stuff like spread my booty hole out here for everybody to see. That's not what I'm going to do here on this platform. I'm not that kind of guy, so I'm not going to do all that, even though some people might clamor and want to see it. They might even pay for my OnlyFans if I was to actually start one up. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I heard it leads to a lot of sadness and depression. I don't watch a lot of interviews of a whole bunch of porn stars that decided they were going to have interviews and have intervention live on air for people to see, where they just start breaking down and, unveiling a lot of horrible things that they did on set. And I'm not going to go down that route. I'm not. That's not me. That's not how this platform is going to be. We're going to stick to being an educational platform. Hopefully one day I can finally get up out of these slums and get the, the background that I really want. I've already decided on exactly how I want this to be. I know what I want. And the only way I'm going to get there is to make sure I stay firm in my beliefs. And that is God, family, clout. That's right. God, family, clout. Hopefully y'all will live by that too. Just know that's the mantra. Peace.